Are you and your friends challenging Decidueye and constantly losing over and over and over again? Well, I have the solution for you. I have 3 of the best solo raid builds for Hisuian Decidueye. These are the best Pokemon that I have found that work with Decidueye if you want to solo it. Ceruledge, Toxtricity, and Skeledirge. And the best thing about these builds, they're all in the base game. They're not locked behind the DLC. Let's take a very good look at them. And here we are with the 3 best solo builds for beating Hisuian Decidueye. First off, we have Edgy, the Ceruledge, brought to you by Curbs from the Dan Square Discord server. He has put together a build that is good for Ceruledge that I also have put together my own build. First of all, we have the item. The item is Metronome, so the more you hit with a certain move, it'll slowly get stronger over time. So, onto the moveset and the stats. The stats, we have max attack, max defense, the usual, and flash fire, the ability. That's the ability that you want. It doesn't help specifically for Decidueye, but it does help because if you have weak armor, that makes your defense lowered, and you don't want that. Alright, for the moves, we have Bitter Blade, Clear Smog, Taunt, and Iron Defense. First of all, you want to start with a Taunt, just so Decidueye can't start setting up on your face. You don't want that to happen, because even though we are still max defense with Ceruledge, it can still take a beating with really high attack from Hisuian Decidueye. So start with a Taunt, then start setting up Iron Defenses. With your defenses raised, it can't do much against you, and you can start to set up some more. Then you can start hitting your Bitter Blades as soon as you get up 3 Iron Defenses. You start hitting those Bitter Blades. You start to rack up that damage with Bitter Blade, and as soon as you hit 3, you can then Tera Fire, making them even stronger. And if Decidueye does get too much, you didn't Taunt, but Clear Smog can get rid of those stats that it's stacked up, because it does get Sword Stance, and if you don't want that attack anymore, just use Clear Smog, get rid of it. You're all good. And as soon as that shield goes down, you want to Taunt again to make sure it doesn't start doing more things that you hate. Or Clear Smog works as well. That's why I have both, because with the Metronome item, there's really no need to boost attack, as it does the same thing over time. Next, we have Toxtricity holding the Shell Bell held item so it can get more HP back, as it deals more damage, which is really good in these raids. Its stats is special attack and defense, because most of these raid Pokemon will have max defense and either special attack or attack as its stats. Its moves, we're rocking Acid Spray, Taunt, Venoshock, and Sludge Bomb. You really only need 3. Venoshock is not necessary, but if you happen to poison it, Venoshock becomes better than Sludge Bomb. So, for the strategy, you want to Taunt and then start setting up Acid Sprays. Toxtricity will die. It requires Toxtricity to die, but in the end, that is still fine. Once you do that, you want to set up a defense cheer, and you want to start Taunt and start using Acid Sprays once again. Once you get off your final Acid Spray, you can Terrastalize and start hammering it with Sludge Bombs. And if you happen to poison it with Sludge Bomb, you can Venoshock it as well. And you will slowly but surely whittle it down, and because of that Shell Bell, your HP won't go that far down unless you get crit. And finally, the most recent build I've found is Skeledirge, which has worked. It can be RNG at times because of those defense drops, but if you don't have your defense dropped, Skeledirge is still good. Yet again, rocking the Shell Bell so it can get more HP back, but it is not necessary. You could bring Metronome if you wanted to slightly build those Torch Songs as well, because that is our entire strategy here. With stats, same as Toxtricity, max special attack, max defense, having the Unaware ability, which is important, as this requires you to not have to lower Decidueye's stats. If it raises its attack or defense at all, you can ignore it, because of Unaware. However, any stat drops it does to you, such as defense, as stated before, is not ignored. So, be warned. However, that is why, for the strategy, it relies on one move, that is Will-O-Wisp. You want to start with a Will-O-Wisp and weaken its attack so you can get torch songs up easier, and you'll basically stay at full health the entire time. You want to get off 6, you want to start off with 3 torch songs, you want to get off 6, but start with 3, just so we can get that Tera. Once you Tera, you can start doing the other 3, and then the next part of the strategy is Overheat. Overheat can miss, but it is really strong and really powerful if you do manage to hit it. And because at +6 it can deal massive damage, and it will, as a downside, lower your special attack, but you can have it lowered 3 times before going back to neutral. So that is why Overheat is really good. And it's better than just keep using Torch Song because it can continuously lower your defenses. But it has worked for me. And if you want to, Skeledirge also does get Slack Off, allowing it to heal more HP, while Metronome could also be a good item. Now, that is all the builds for Hisuian Decidueye. As you can solo them. During this video I should have shown clips of me getting victories of it. And all these builds I've tested and they've worked, so they should work for you. Let me know if you have any other solo builds in the comments below, and I will catch you all next time. Hello everyone, this is Future Giga here, and I just wanted to say thank you all for watching, and if you haven't already, feel free to like and subscribe, do all the regular YouTube things, because if you do, you'll know when I post a new video, and whenever I go live. I'll be streaming the last 2 days of Decidueye on my YouTube channel, of course, so if you hit that bell, you'll know when I go live, and if you still need Decidueye, me and my chat will help out. So, this is Giga, signing off, and I'll catch you all later. I'm hanging out.